I'm Natalie. I'm from Forward in Thinking. We're an advertising and media specialist. I'm here today to talk you through some of the technology that we use to create really impactful campaigns for our clients. So I really hope you get a lot from the workshop, and thank you for joining us on Tech Week.
Forward in Thinking are an advertising and media buying agency. We have over 100 years of experience working with the out-of-home and PPC industry. Forward in Thinking work with lots of clients in all different industries to help them show their adverts to the target audiences. We really do help clients connect to the people who will be interested in purchasing or using their services. Let me start by showing you some of the fantastic campaigns we've been part of. Do we all really know how clever companies are at placing adverts in front of us? Have you ever been in a situation where you've just seen the top you were looking at on Boohoo or those trainers from Foot Asylum and now they're perfectly placed in front of you on Snapchat? Or have you heard a Spotify advert for gym clothing placed during your workout playlist? It is no coincidence. Marketers and advertisers use advanced technology to perfectly determine their ideal customer and show us adverts that are relevant. We're going to explore some key media platforms and demonstrate how we at Forward in Thinking use them to create successful marketing campaigns. We're going to look at two platforms, Sky TV and Spotify, at how technology has been developed to help serve adverts to targeted audiences. For you that have Sky at home, do you know that you may not be watching the same adverts as your next door neighbour? In fact, it's highly likely that you won't be. And why is that? Sky launched its advertising services in 2014 called AdSmart. AdSmart is a revolutionary new approach to TV advertising. Sky set out to build a system that allows us to cherry pick audiences, whether that's within a region, a city, a postcode area, or people within a specific lifestyle stage or demographic. It can serve different adverts to different Sky households at the same time. Not only that, who are watching the same programme, based on factors like age, location, and number of people living in the house. I'm going to show you how AdSmart helps brands of all sizes take advantage of TV advertising.
You are dealing with something that has never occurred on this planet before.
Where their story is going.
I'd be lying if I said TV hasn't changed things for me. That would be £2.55, please. I just wish I'd done it sooner.
Everything is awesome.
Well, you've got home advantage.
Looks like it's going to be a vintage year for the business.
We'd always assumed that TV advertising was way out of our budget. We had over 35% growth. Every single KPI that we have were at record levels for that month. It is probably the single most effective use of our marketing budget that we've had since the company began.
So what is AdSmart and how does it work? AdSmart is built on 4 pillars which Sky is uniquely placed to offer: scale, data, content and clever technology. Let's explore those one at a time. Scale. In terms of scale, AdSmart is big and recently got a lot bigger. Today, Sky can reach over 40% of all UK households, having just added the Virgin TV network. Over the next 18 months, Sky will be adding Now TV, YouView and various smart TV brands to take the penetration to over 60%, a massive 20% increase from where they are now. Data is critical to what makes AdSmart special. As the world's most successful pay TV operator, Sky have extensive first-party data about their customer base, and secondly, they've acquired data through market-leading third parties. This data from providers has been matched and mapped at household level to gain an incredibly rich picture of the customers at individual Sky household level. And technology. How does it work? Household data is stored on Sky viewing cards. Relevant ads for that household get sent to the box via satellite. When the AdSmart spot is identified during an ad break, a hint code will tell the box to choose the most relevant stored ad for that spot. The box is vital as it has been developed to replace irrelevant or national adverts for local targeted ads. And AdSmart offers so much content. Adverts are served across a vast amount of channels that you see here, over 130 in fact, meaning instead of traditional TV adverts where a set channel or maybe a time slot has to be chosen, they can serve ads across all of these channels. So how do we plan and build an audience? We have access to 3 groups of data and segmentation points: fixed, geographical and custom. Our fixed data. Sky have segmented their audience in over 1,200 ways and grouped into 10 broad categories as seen here. For example, Experian Mosaic. This is the most popular targeting option Sky offer. It features 66 different household types based on a database of over 11 billion bits of information about UK households. That's over 450 data points per home. And that gives Sky an extremely accurate and robust picture of each and every one of their customers' households. Financials. Sky have acquired third-party data that tells us about Sky household financials. Sky know if we own our home, when are we likely to move home, and even if we own a pet. And that's just the start. It's the most comprehensive audience segmentation of its kind. After determining our fixed segmentation, we can look at geographical segments. Geo-targeting can mean looking at a national, micro-regional campaign, or even choosing postcode areas or local authorities. And for some companies that need even more precise geo-targeting, such as restaurants or even supermarkets, Sky offer GeoFlex, which is the ability to restrict the activity to bespoke areas that might be a radius around the store or a drive time from the restaurant. So let's look at an example. For example, we could be a college looking to target potential students. That's students in Year 11, looking at the options they have. Let me show you how the options we have out of thousands of different targeting attributes can be used for our campaign. The region. So we need to look at our catchment area. So we could look at local authority areas. That could be Hull and the East Riding. Then we want to narrow down the people within that area, to who we want to target. So we have an option to target households with adults, with the oldest child being 15 to 17-year-olds. This means that we're choosing to target the influencer, the parents, and the children are the right age within the household. This has allowed us to take a massive audience, so UK-wide, to our ideal targeted audience, meaning we are spending marketing money on the really relevant audiences. AdSmart's technology of reporting tools and monitoring also ensure that adverts have been seen. By monitoring our interaction with the remote control box, adverts are only charged if 75% of the advert has been seen. If we was to turn over the channel or fast forward at anything less than 74%, it's free. Even if you're watching recorded programs, ads will be swapped in. AdSmart by Sky is a great example of how technology has been used in the TV and media industry. Another example is Spotify. Spotify adverts allow us to reach people as they stream, if that be from one of the 4+ billion playlists or the 1.9 million podcast titles. The platform really connects with its audiences on a personal level whilst they listen to what they love. The platform's streaming intelligence has created billions of unique data points that help plan campaigns to fit our audiences and capture their attention. And with the average user listening 2.5 hours a day, it's a platform not to be missed. We plan Spotify campaigns, and I'm going to share some basic targeting options we have. I'm going to show you the platform by using an example campaign. So we're going to schedule an advert for a pretend company, Downey Interiors, which is a high-end furniture company that wants to increase brand awareness to areas that have seen the best sales performance in the last 3 months. First, we must state what we're promoting. So we're definitely not a music artist. We're not promoting a concert. We are in fact a non-music related brand product organisation. So we'll select this. And now let's name our ad. So let's call it Downey Interior. We can move on to our budget and targeting. So we have 2 options in terms of format, audio and video. Video is in fact a new feature that Spotify has relatively recently launched. And now let's select audio for these purposes. We want to set our time frame. So let's go from the 1st of December to the 19th because everyone likes new furniture before Christmas. And we want to put in our budget. So for this campaign, we have £1,500, which we can adjust later on. Next is target audience. So we're looking in the United Kingdom. So we need to select United Kingdom. And we know that there's some really key boroughs in London that have seen an increase in sales in the last 3 months. So we really want to expose our ad in those areas. So we want to select Chelsea. So we'll find that from the location options. And as you can see on the right hand side, our budget delivery likelihood has started to work. This predicts if our campaign can run in successfully from all the options that we're choosing. We want to continue putting in our location, so let's select Knightsbridge. And we want to include Fulham. So we will select Fulham from the options. And as you can see, our budget delivery likelihood has increased. That's because we've now selecting a larger audience size with the budget that we've got. But we actually want to make the age range group smaller because we know that it's 35+ that we want to serve the adverts to, because these are the profile that are buying our products. Now what that has done is reduced us to a low likelihood to serve the campaign. So we need to tweak the information we've put in to take us back up to medium to high. Now that could be us reducing our budget spend. So let's take that down to £1,000. Now it hasn't got us to where we need to be. So it could be a case that we would like to include another area to target. And in fact, we know that Oxford is next on the list for successful increase in sales. So let's find Oxford and see what that does. As you can see, we're back where we need to be in terms of estimation for our campaign to deliver. So let's move on and look at additional targeting. I'm going to walk you through the options that we have. So we have interest, so targeting our audience based on their interests as indicated by recent podcasts and playlist listening. So these are all the options that we have, and for the purpose of this, I'm just going to select a few maybe just to show you what happens in terms of budget delivery, because essentially by choosing these we are going to reduce our audience. So that takes us down really low. So that's something that we're not going to be using in this campaign because our audience would be too small, and this is for brand awareness. So we also have real-time context. So targeting people in specific moments as indicated by the playlist they're listening to. So for example, study, workout, chill, dining. And then we have genres. So targeting people based on the genre of the song they've heard immediately before our ad. So there's lots of options here that we can choose. But for this campaign, like mentioned, we're not going to add any additional targeting. We are happy with an awareness campaign based on location and age range. So as you can see, our budget delivery likelihood is giving us some really key estimations, if that be an ad served, estimated reach, estimated lifetime frequency. So that's the average time that the platform hopes each person will hear the advert. So Spotify, like AdSmart, has used data to develop a platform where advertisers can create target campaigns by using their data intelligence. And it is a key factor for us when planning campaigns because of the data and the elements that we can choose from on the platform. So advancements in advertising and systems are astonishing, from paper adverts seen here to the advancements of technology that has collected and profiled data which allows us to segment audiences. I've only mentioned 2 platforms today, but there are so many more that allow us to create targeted campaigns that reduce advert wastage. So we're serving to people that may and are relevant for the product or services. Meaning campaign budgets are spent wisely with predicted campaign performance. For the audiences, me and you, that we get served adverts that are relevant to our lifestyle or demographic. Although some of the information these platforms hold and we have access to may seem very Big Brother-like, they have been created for us to increase our user satisfaction.
I hope today has given you a snapshot into the technology behind some of the media platforms that we use to create really impactful campaigns for our clients. If you'd like any more information, please visit our social media channels or the blog section on our website. It's filled with loads of useful information. Thank you very much for listening today. Enjoy a tech week and take care.